really don't know how this person eventually will unfold. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, that is so true. That's funny that you said it's so true. Well, I had a bad date where he took me. Yeah, I love Disneyland, and he liked Disneyland, so he was like he wanted to take me to Disneyland, so he flew me out, and Sean be cracking up every time we reminisce about this story. Um, he flew me out from Vegas to AZ. Okay, not he didn't fly me to like California. Let me meet you there. Flew me out from Vegas to AZ, and then we drove from AZ to Cali. Okay, which is cool. I like car rides, whatever. So we get to fast forward. We're in Disneyland. The whole Star Wars thing had just came out. It was something new, and so I made reservations for the bar there. They had like a little cantina bar type thing, and so I made reservations, and so we go in, but they put us at a table with like 4 other people, like because it was packed. Like I said, it was grand opening and stuff like that. So we're all talking and all this stuff, and we order like a special drink, and the guys around the table, they're talking and they bring up Vegas, and I'm like, oh, I'm from Vegas. Like, y'all, when y'all going to Vegas? We're heading to Vegas as soon as we leave California. And I was like, oh, so I'm giving them some advice where to go and stuff like that. But he gets all pissed off. Like, he's like, why you gotta let everybody know where you from, and why you gotta give them advice? I'm like, why wouldn't I? They're going to Vegas. Who wouldn't do that? Like, even if you said you were from like, I don't know, New York,
Pennsylvania,
or Pennsylvania, or anywhere else, just anywhere, and you live there, why wouldn't you give people ideas to go see this? Don't waste your time on this, or go here. Don't go there. Like, who? So, girl, he was already mad, right? So then our drinks come, and I can be clumsy sometimes, so the table's kind of small, so I accidentally hit my drink and it falls over and spills everywhere. Now the waiter, cute guy, girl, cute, okay, but I'm with somebody, I'm never looking at that, but he was cute, he was nice on the eyes, so he was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like, it was an accident, I'm so sorry. He goes, it's okay, let me get you another drink, right? I was like, no, it's okay. He was like, no, let me go get you a drink, don't worry about it, it's on the house, it's an accident. So this guy that I'm with, he gets so mad, he walked away. Like, he left. He just walked away. Right. And I'm like, well, I'm going to wait and finish my drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. He's already paid for it. He bring me another one. So the waiter brings me my drink and stuff. And he was like, you okay? You good? I was like, yeah, thank you so much. So, he's like, okay, gave me a drink. He was, let me know if you need anything else. I was like, okay, cool. He was like, I couldn't help. Overheard. He was like, you're from Vegas? And I was like, yeah. He was like, I just went there not too long ago. I had a great time. So he's telling me about his little experience at Vegas. And I was like, okay, cool. In a conversation, he goes, well, now that I finished my drink, I'm looking around. I'm like, he still ain't come back. So I thought maybe he went to the restroom or something, right? No, he was gone. So I was like,
he left you?
He left me at the cantina, girl. So
oh
my god, are you serious? Yes, girl. So I look around. I'm like, where is he at? So then I call him. I'm like, he picks up. I'm like, where are you at? He goes, oh, I left like the Star Wars area. Like, I'm so confused. God. And so he goes, no, I left. I was like, you left Disneyland? Like I'm like, who gets left at Disneyland? Like, it's supposed to be the happiest place on earth. Obviously, this dude was not happy. So I'm like, what do you mean you left? Like, he was like, yeah, you just meet me up front when you're done, flirting with the waiter. And I was like,
oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah. So he goes, oh no, I was watching you. Like, he was like, I turned around, like, I walked away to see what you would do. I thought you was going to follow me, but you want to sit there and wait for your drink and flirt with the waiter. And I was like, I was not flirting with the waiter. Then he goes to say, that's not true. Because there was like a wall. So basically he was like behind the wall, just staring at me. He goes, I heard the conversation y'all talking about Vegas. And I'm
so you can't even be friendly.
Girl, when he said I heard the conversation about Vegas, I was like, that means you were spying on me? Like, you couldn't just come in and join in the conversation? Like, this is ridiculous. He hung up on me. So now I'm stuck in Disneyland. So I call Sean, right? I'm like, Sean, I think I might need you to come pick me up. Because Sean lives in California, right? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I got left at Disneyland. He just dies. Like, he just falls out cracking up. Who gets left at Disneyland, Angie? I was like, I got left at Disneyland, right? And he was like, what'd you do? I was like, I didn't do anything. I spilled the drink. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much it all happened because I spilled the drink. So then Sean was like, oh my God. So, he's thinking he's got to, come and get me from Disneyland, right? But then old dude calls me. He was like, I'm out front. Meet me out front, because now we got to go back to the hotel room, right? And he was like, meet me out front. I was like, we leaving Disneyland already? Like, I was going to enjoy the rest of Disneyland. I want to see the fireworks and shit. I was just going to, know. And then so he was like, no, just meet me out front or whatever. So I was like, all right, fine. So our hotel room was right down the street from Disneyland. So you know how you can catch the bus? So we take the bus to Disneyland, or you could walk. That's how close we were. And I was like, I'm kind of hungry. Like, because I was getting something to eat, but I had to leave Disneyland. So I was like, I'm kind of hungry. And he goes, well, we'll get something to eat on the way, to the hotel. So there was like an Applebee's and a Tony Roma's across the street from the hotel that we were staying at over there by Disneyland. And so we walked past it. I'm thinking, so, I'm thinking to myself, are we going to go get something to eat or whatever? You know what I'm saying? But we go straight to the hotel, go up to the room, right? He's like, I'm going to take a shower. And I go, well, since you're going to take a shower, I'm going to walk across the street and go get some food because I'm hungry. Girl, you would have thought I said all kinds of bad stuff. He was like, what you mean? Go, you hungry? Why didn't you say something before we walked into the hotel room? Like, he was like, now I'm about to get in the shower and you want to walk across the street all by yourself, go get you some food? You wait till I get out the shower. And I was like, oh, no. See, I'm hungry and I want to go get me some food, all right? You can take your shower. I'm grown. I could walk across the street and get me some food, all right? Like, I'm like, what? Like, you left me at Disneyland, all right? First you left me at Disneyland. Then I can't get no food. But girl, so let me finish the story with this. We leave back to Arizona next morning. He wants to stop by. We stopped by Popeyes to grab food on the way home to eat. So we sit and he eats his Popeye quick. We in Popeyes, okay? Sitting inside Popeyes. Let me remind you what I'm about to say. Sitting inside Popeyes, eating. Mm-hmm. He was like, "You eating so slow. We got to get on the road." I'm like, first of all, I feel like I'm a regular eater. Like I eat regular. Like I don't eat fast, but I don't eat slow. Right. And so I'm like, okay, can I finish my my Popeyes real quick? like I'm trying to eat it. So he's like, I'm gonna go next door to Winchell's and get some donuts for the road because he loved some Winchell's donuts, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. He was like, what kind of donuts you want? And I was like, I don't know. How you don't know what kind of donuts Winchell's got? And I'm like, I just don't know what kind of donut I want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, I don't, he was like, well, you know what? Then you don't get no donut. Girl, he walked out of Popeyes. Went to Winchell's, right? The manager from Popeyes walks over and he goes, oh my God, ma'am, are you okay? I was like, yeah, he's just having a day. So he's just having a day. He was like, well, it sounds like he over at Winchell's. And I just start busting up laughing. So we just start clowning, right? So I finished my Popeyes and I see him walking to the car. He don't even wait for me, girl. He walks to the car, right? With his dozen of donuts and shit, right? So I get to the car. I get inside the car, right? And I was like, so, I was just trying to make it funny because I was trying to break the ice. I was like, so what kind of donuts did you get? None that you will like. Oh, girl.
Oh my God.
Don't worry. I don't want none of your Winchell donuts, okay? Girl, none that you would like. I was like, you know what? Girl, silence all the way home. Like, I was just like mad at the world. I was just like this on my phone.
Like, I do not, I'm telling you, I do not miss those days of
girl.
You be like, what kind of bipolar syndrome do you have? Like, it's crazy how upset certain men get. You're like, I'm telling you, insane in the membrane. He was, oh my God, every little thing was a trigger. I was like, what kind of childhood trauma did you have that everything triggers you? Everything. It didn't matter what it was.
Right.
He's triggered by it. So I'm like, okay. And it's crazy because anybody who knows me knows that I quit relationships fast.
Me too.
Like, you know, like
Same
I
way.
will be like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. You know, I am a stickler of that. Like, I will not, soon as I see it don't even have to be a whole red flag. It could be a half a red flag. I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work.
I'm bad. I'll
Nope.
just stop talking to them. Like
Say,
slowly
like
but
I
surely.
literally say that. I'll be like, nope, not gonna work.
Yes.
Have a good life.
Yeah, that's the only not savage part about me. I don't like to hurt people's feelings. I feel
I
like
don't care about your
slowly
feelings.
just dying down. But Sean
I
will
don't
say though,
care.
once I cut you off, I cut you off. I'm pretty
Yeah, I
much
don't
like,
care about your feelings. Your
yeah.
feelings mean nothing. As a matter of fact, you don't even have feelings. Like I said, I envision you. Once I'm done with you, doesn't matter what it is. Once I'm done with you, you died in a small brush fire in Colorado.
You
Trust
and these
me.
fires,
In
girl. I
in
cannot.
my entire mind, I erase. It's like a Men in Black. I erase everything about you.
Not the
Like
Men in
everything.
Black.
like,
Girl, I
you
want
know,
those
flashing in front of my face quick.
Listen.
I forget everything about you. There's nothing about you that makes me be like, oh, I miss. No, I don't miss
That's
nothing.
funny. That's funny. I wish there was a real true Men in Black because there's a lot of things I would love to forget.
Well, I'm telling you, I don't remember. I promise you. You know how you always talk about your short-term memory is horrible.
Yes.
Dude, I erase my long-term memory. Like, I don't have anything. There's nothing about you. Nothing. Zero.
Right.
It's nothing about you
Right.
that makes me want to reminisce, think about you, anything of the sort.
Right.
Especially especially if you use things against me in a negative way. Like, one, you know, I'm not a bad person at all.
Right.
You know, I pride myself on being a good friend, a good mom, a good daughter. I pride myself on that. I'm going to do my best for anyone that's in my life.
Yeah.
But soon as you piss me off to the point of festivity,
I'm the same way, girl. I'm the same way. I know I say I don't like to hurt people's feelings, but I am the same way. I do. I cut people off, especially if I ain't done nothing to you, or if I'm trying. You know, I will be quick, and then once I cut you off, it's a wrap. It ain't no going back. And my friends and family will tell you that. You know, there's, I've cut my own family members off for a long time. So if I can do that to my own family, and we ain't blood, girl. Look, there's been plenty of people where I've just been like, oh yeah, no, I'm good. Because my energy is my peace, and I keep it like my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like when your battery on your phone gets to like 1%, you try and charge that shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not trying to have you waste my battery all the way down to 1%. Listen, I'm not losing sleep over nobody. I've only lost sleep one time over somebody, and that's only because I was married to that person. But I will not lose sleep over nobody else ever again. So, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. Then girl, these dates sometimes be killing me.
I'm telling you, and it's so crazy that I feel like a lot of people should reevaluate themselves before trying to date in the first place.
Yeah.
You should actually come to terms with, okay, what exactly are you looking for? One, especially when it comes to, are you just doing strictly casual dating? Right. You don't ever see yourself getting married. You don't ever see yourself being in a committed relationship. There's nothing wrong with that. But you at least need to tell, not only tell yourself that, but you need to be honest with other people when it comes to that. So if you're not looking for anything serious, then tell them like, hey, I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm just a casual dater,
Just like be honest.
Yeah, be honest. That's all you have to do is just be honest.
Right.
So, but it's so much, ego driven. I need to conquer, and especially
Yeah.
if you look a certain way. I never understood that. Like, if you look a certain way, they feel, a lot of dudes who are very insecure about themselves, they think that they have to, throw their manhood out there. I gotta show you I'm a man. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
Right. That part right there.
So you're like, okay.
Mhm.
What is, I
Yeah.
gotta show you I'm a man. I stand on being a man. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? Most
Stand on
it's
it.
a lot of men that lead, but they don't lead with the iron fist. They lead
Yeah.
by they might be firm with what they
Mhm.
say, but
Right.
they are very respectful and firm.
Yeah. For sure.
You need to learn that.
I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's for me, respect is huge for me. And
Oh, absolutely.
my family and friends will tell you that, especially my family. Like I'm a very or even when it comes to strangers, don't disrespect. Like, don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect my friends. Don't disrespect my fam. Because then, you know, there's gonna be two people called, the ambulance and the police. And guess which one you going into? The ambulance, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, respect for me is hard. Like, I just cannot. I mean, not hard, but I mean, like, if you're disrespectful, like,
Right.
like a lot of people think. I know we talk about like what people like think of us because of who we were or who we are or whatever. Like, I'm just, just always out to like fight really quick or try and think, oh, I'm this person. But a lot of times it's just I get, we're Aries, so I go from 0 to 100. I don't have a gray area, but I only go to the 0 and 100 if you disrespect me. If I ain't
Right.
disrespecting you, don't disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. I really don't, like I said, I always say it's you problem, not me problem. That goes with men
Mhm.
too. Like, if you don't like me, just tell me. I'm Trust me, my feelings don't hurt. You know why? Because I know there's plenty of other guys out there that do like me. So, like,
Exactly.
if you don't like me like
Exactly.
that, don't waste my time. Just let me know. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Trust me, I'm gonna sleep like a baby. Okay, like, it's like you always say, you ain't seen my resume. Like, saying like I got a resume now.
Exactly.
I can definitely show you it. So, but yeah, girl, it's just crazy. But I just feel like there are good dating. I feel like that oversees the bad dating. But I know you say you don't miss it.
I
I
don't.
hope to be like you one day soon, where I
Yeah,
don't miss
I
it either.
don't. I think the biggest thing is I don't miss it because me being a serial dater for so long
Hmm.
that I don't miss the personalities.
Girl,
The
girl,
different personalities that you got to do. You like, dang, dude. Okay, I used to always be like, oh my God, who hurt you? Like, who? Was it your
right?
mom?
I bet it is.
Who hurt you? Like, you're never happy. Never.
Right.
And I am like Disneyland. Like, I am always 98% of the
Too.
time I'm always happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wake up and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I get up,
Right.
I stretch, I go
Mhm.
to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, and I'm like, yep. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I get my
Mhm.
coffee. I am never like sluggish on, oh my God, I wish I could just, do that. Like,
Right.
I'm out, you
Right.
know? You know what I'm saying? I take my vitamins and
Mhm.
I'm good.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It
I
should be
have a
like
whole
that.
routine, you know. When he's off, we have our coffee together, and we sit down, we talk, we watch the
Mhm.
news, and I enjoy the down because to me in relationships, I think a lot of times people don't realize that when you're in a relationship, it is going to be boring.
Right. Of
Healthy
course.
relationships are boring.
Yeah, they
You know what
are.
I'm saying? So, and that's fine. I don't
Mhm.
have a problem. I've done the crazy,
Yeah.
like I said, these personalities. I've had all of that. I'm good.
Right.
I do not
Woo.
want to deal with, your bipolarism. I don't want to, like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal
Right.
with.
But
Split. Have you ever seen the movie Split?
yeah, girl, yes, that's a
Oh
good
my
movie
God.
too. Girl,
Like, and that's how it is. It's like, how
mhm.
many personalities you got? Like, you know
Usually
what
have
I'm saying?
like 3. You know, but I get it, you know. I feel like I do want to get to the point where like if I'm dating, like for me, like I feel like the bad part of dating is starting all over again, like that revolving door, and then you got to start to get to know this person all over again. You got to get to know that person all over again. Yeah. So for me, I feel like for me, that's where I get tired. Like, ugh, now I got to start all over, let them know where I came
Mhm.
from, who I am, whatever. But I do, but I also feel like dating comes with like once you get to that point, like if you're gonna be dating me, like be happy that you're dating me. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody says, "Are you dating?" Be like, "Yeah, I'm dating this girl right here," and with a smile on your face. Or you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's when you know, like you in a good part, the good part of dating, not the bad part of dating. Somebody asks you if you dating somebody, and like you want to start getting on that serious level. It's like don't be frowning up. We're like, yeah, well, you know, I'm talking to this one girl over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to meet that
That's
person
because
that's
they don't really
happy.
they're
Yes,
right then and there, they just settling for you.
right,
They don't really like you.
exactly. Don't settle for me. Like, trust me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be happy that you want to settle with me, or not. Like, you're not being forced. Like, you, like every time you hear my name, you smile, or every time you think about me,
Right.
you smile. You know, I want you to be thinking. I want you to call me. I want you to see how I'm doing. I want you to send me them text messages like I'm sending you. You know, I feel like all that's a privilege too. Like, if I'm texting you every morning, like good morning, how you doing, all this other stuff. Like I feel
Hmm.
like not all women do that. You know, they don't be thinking about you like that in the morning. They waiting for you to do it. I don't have a problem texting somebody that I'm feeling or something like that, ask them, you know, tell them good morning and how they doing and stuff because it gets their day started, you know.
Right.
And then my biggest pet peeve is when motherfuckers be like, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Motherfucker, what side of the bed do you always wake up on? Like, who came up with that? Like, what did you just roll over and then got off on the other side of the bed on purpose, and that's why you woke up on the wrong side of the bed? Like, girl, I
Oh
cannot
yeah.
stand when I'm just not in mood. You know, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Like, where, how? Like, do you not wake up on both sides of the bed? I'm so confused with that statement. You know,
Because
and
most people are negative though. They look
girl,
at the negativity in it doesn't matter what it is. They look
right,
at the negativity in everything. And that's one of the reasons why you have to be equally yoked when it comes to the person that you actually want
hmm
to be with. That's why I
right,
say put people in categories because
hmm
you have to be on the same page. Like, okay, um, an atheist is never going to date a Bible thumper. You
right.
know what I'm saying? They're not.
That's true. That's true.
So why date someone who you know is not going to got you don't really see yourself really dating them, like really
Right,
really, unless you're casually dating, and that's what we're saying, unless you're
right,
casually dating someone, then why is it that you can't, it's like you trying to punish a person, you know what
right,
I'm saying?
mhm,
like
right.
like I don't get that. If you don't really, if you feel like you're out of your league with someone, why try to date them?
Right, that's true. Uh, Girl, that is totally true. I'm at a point where I don't want to date men that's not equipped to take care of me. Like, if you're not equipped to like handle me the way I need to be handled, I'm good. Like, just I feel like you know who I am straight off the bat and what I like and stuff. So it's like if you can't handle me, I'm cool with it. Not a lot of guys can handle me. I've learned that a lot of guys cannot handle me. If you're not equipped to take care of me, listen. And I'm not talking about financially. I'm just talking about like I have the financial freedom to take care of myself. I don't need you to take care of me that type of way. But I talk about like the emotional part of it, or like that type of part of it. So but if you ain't
Well, I
equipped,
think,
keep pushing.
well, listen to what you just said though.
Mm-hmm.
The I think that's something that most people don't even touch on is the the emotional
Mm-hmm.
part. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you can't ask, because there's a lot of men who ask women, oh, you act like a dude, or you too hard. But
I get that all the time.
you got to create that safe space for her to actually flourish in her femininity. You have to
Yes.
create that, because one, I always tell people, I am not that. I've never been that girl,
Mm-hmm.
where I'm going now. I stand up for myself, but you're not going to disrespect me,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm never that girl where I'm just so hard, and I've never been like that. I'm very
Right.
feminine, you
Mm-hmm.
know. I grew up with, I told you my dad did
Yeah.
not play those games.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's a constant thing where I feel like a lot of women nowadays, they don't get to bask in their femininity because they always in protective mode. And
Yeah,
the reason
I
why
get
you're
that.
in protective mode is because you don't know how, you know, you got to retrain yourself how you talk to someone.
Mm-hmm.
One, you know, people are rude as it is, but if you try to date someone, you expect me to be okay with you being rude to me? No,
Right.
that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never rude to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
So
true.
you're not going to be rude to me. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have those ones who feel like, you know, like I said, they have to flex their masculinity. Well, I'm a man. Okay, but you don't have to keep telling me that you're a man. You don't have to keep telling me that.
Right.
I know you're a man. You don't have to keep stating that. If you do have to keep stating that, then you need to work on you.
Right. That's true. That's
That's
true.
just the
And
bottom line.
you hit it right on the nose because I am always in protective mode. I mean, I've been through a lot, but I've been to the point where I've gotten to. I think I said this before. I just don't give a fuck no more, and I do sometimes. I come off hard, but I protect myself because the minute I do start showing like vulnerability, or I feel like okay, I could trust this guy. Let me go ahead and soften up a little bit. Let me go ahead and put my guard down and stuff. Then they switch up, and it's like, what's the whole point? Like first you say you want this from me, so then when I give it to you, now you switch up, and now you start treating me totally different. It's almost like me showing you a different side of me. Now you want to sit there and be like, well, this not, I don't want this. Like it's like make up your mind. You know what I mean? You don't want me to be this way. You want me to be this way. But then when I show you I'm this way, then it's like, yeah, no, I'm good. Like, or
Well, do you think it's more of a challenge though? Like, do you think they're more, most men should never compete with a woman, but
That's
there
true.
are a lot of men who do compete with women,
Mm-hmm.
just like the ones they're jealous of your aura. They're jealous of who you are as a person. They're jealous of how you present yourself, how people are attracted to you.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing, like with my relationship, is that we have our roles.
Right.
He is I always say he's the head coach. I am the assistant coach.
That's
That
cute.
doesn't mean that that he outshines me. That
Right.
means that I assist him. And sometimes I'm going to be head coach, and then sometimes he's going to have to be assistant coach. That's
Right.
just what it is. But 98% of the time, he's head coach, and I'm the assistant coach.
That is
So
true.
what he needs me to do or whatever, I'm like, okay, what do you need from me? And not because it's, I don't have a problem with this, I know a lot of women have a problem with the submissive and all of this and all of that. But he has created such a safe haven for me.
It could be that way.
I am okay with whatever, because I trust him
Right.
with my life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's big. I trust him with my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to make decisions for me. He's okay with that. When you get with someone, you should be able to trust them with your life. Like, hey, you know what? I need you to do this. I need you, I trust that you ain't gonna steal my credit.
Right. Exactly. Right. There's a problem about being submissive. I feel like there's a right way to be submissive. There's a different, like New York, you know what I'm saying? He just was right off the bat, like showed that he wanted to be that fully submissive woman, but not the type of submissive you're talking about. It's like that. What I say is what I do. Do as I say, not as I do type shit. You know what I mean? Almost like I needed to be one of them women that wear the one of the head things and covered from like head to toe type down to my ankles. You don't even know how pretty my hair look. You know what I'm saying? Like they're one of them type of women. And I know that you made this comment before. Maybe it's because I'm Asian, and a lot of men look at Asian women and being those fully submissive women. But when they meet me, I'm not like a typical Asian girl.
Right. You're not. And I think that's the biggest problem is like
right.
that stereotype
Mm-hmm.
they have a problem with that.
Right.
See,
Right.
but it's the same thing. Excuse me. It's the same thing with how men used to look at me. And the first thing they like, oh, well, you know what? I'm going, she light skinned. So
Right.
I'm going to break her down because a lot of light skinned women, they feel like, oh, what she feel like she all that. Well, I am all that to me, but
Right.
that doesn't mean that I'm being mean to you.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm. That's true. And I don't mind being submissive to the right person.
right?
Like you said, it has to be a safe.
You got to have a safe haven. You
safe
have to have that space
Mm-hmm.
to be able to flourish in that.
Right.
Like me. I'm a heel dress, handbag type of chick. So he's created that, like that safe haven for me to actually be just me, be myself. And
Right.
And I remember when we first got together, a lot of men asked me, they were like, well, what's so great? Why him? What's so great about him? And I was like, well, he let me be me.
Yeah.
He's never tried to change who I am. He's never tried to say, okay, well, you know what? You look like this, but you need to speak like this. Or you should be carrying yourself like this. He's never done that. So he allows me to be me.
Right.
And I'm good. Like, I am the clingy, and I've never been like that with anybody but him. Like, like,
right.
Like, I remember, so he was trying to get water out of the kitchen, and I'm like literally hanging on his back like a Spider-Man. And he's casually just walking around like it's nothing. He wasn't like, move, get off of me or anything of the sort. I'm just all on him. He just walks around like it's nothing. And I appreciate that because it allows you to actually live in a house of happiness. Like, have that playful banter and actually really like each other.
Right.
I think a lot of times we can't get to a lot of women can't get to that, especially with the dating nowadays. Unfortunately, it's too much. You can't really be yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be, you got to have this persona per se, that you are the baddest, or you right there with the men and things of that sort. I've heard women say, oh, well, if he's going to act like this, then I'm going to compete with him and act like that. You kick my cat, I'm gonna kick your dog, like that type of thing. I'm like,
this ain't War of the Roses. What the?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't have the energy for that. That's why you will die in a small brush fire in Colorado, because I just don't have the energy for that. I'm not
in Colorado, not in Vegas, because they're already finding bodies out there.
I'm telling you. Girl. That's why you get that small brush fire in Colorado.